Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, there we go. All right. Good morning, Ash. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me do this. All right, there we go. All right, y'all, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, DK. Hey, Angie. Hey, Carla. Hey, Mama Biggies. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Y'all coming up in here. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss V Jackson. Good morning, everybody. Y'all come on up in here. Come on in the room. Lord have mercy. I did see that's thank you for saying that because I want to open up the show with that. Y'all, I hope y'all are warm. I have heard that a lot of areas have gotten a lot of snow. I one of my friends sent a picture to me this morning, and I thought, girl, I am grateful I ain't around there now. It is cold here. It's 22 to 24, something like that degrees. But baby, y'all can keep that snow, but I'm praying for y'all because let me tell you something about the cold weather. I don't do it. Give me the heat, and I may complain a little bit, but this cold weather is a no for me. I am praying, and it's still snowing. Miss Angie said, "Hey, Miss Laquanda. Hey, K Sharp. Uh, how many inches did they say y'all got?" It is still snowing here, and we got over 6 inches already. Jesus. Well, listen, I'm gonna say this. I hope that everybody along this path stay warm. Don't leave clearly if you do not have to. For sure, for sure. Listen, hopefully you guys prepared yourself for that. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I do not like the cold weather. Because when we had that scare a few years ago, it was probably within 2018, 2019 when we had that scare here because we don't get snow that often. But when we had that ice storm here, and a lot of people panicked and went and bought up all the groceries, the grocery stores actually kind of looked the same because everybody was panicking. Everybody going in and buying 25 cases of water, 17 cartons of eggs, and buying up all the chicken, buying up all the ground beef, buying up all the. I'm like, y'all need to chill out now. Hey, Lakeisha, y'all got 6 to 7 inches of snow. Jesus, you pray Alabama get some snow. Ooh, I don't like extreme cold or heat. Give me fall or spring. That's good too, Ash, because it be crazy out here, don't it? Jesus. Well, listen, as you guys come in, please double tap the screen, hit that like button for your boy. I really do appreciate you all for getting that done. I've been at work since 6:30, so I am on a little break here, honey. Chef, I just want my I froze food for snow days. Now, Nikki, you gotta catch up on that. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got no problems. What's going on, Brittany? 4 to 8 inches so far. Jesus, I'm praying for y'all. I don't do the cold. I really don't. I do not do the cold like that. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the show. So as my title says, and as you see on the thumbnail, we'll be talking about Aikiesha from Bell Collective, and my opinion that she was set up from the beginning. Um, We have prophet. You have two prophets in the middle of the screen. The guy with the dreads is Prophet Lovy. Some of you may not be familiar with Prophet Lovy, but we're gonna talk about Prophet Lovy. And then next to Prophet Lovy is Prophet EJ. Okay, now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys seen the videos yesterday of Prophet EJ unfortunately getting arrested. He is a prophet. He was up preaching and giving a message, and looks like the Miami Police Department came in and arrested him. Okay. So we're gonna talk about that. Prophet Lovy, the reason why Prophet Lovy is on the thumbnail, there's a young lady by the name of Gigi who is exposing her doings with Prophet Lovy. Okay. And I have my thoughts on this situation. I hadn't spoke on it. I was going to do a thorough breakdown, but I'm just going to give you guys key points here as well. Then we're also going to be talking about Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley going to be the talk of town for about the rest of the week, I would assume. Okay. So we'll talk about Ricky Smiley. And there's some other things that I do want to discuss. All right. But first and foremost, please hit that like button, because if you do not hit that like button, that means you like, what's your problem? I don't wish nothing well for your edges. All right. Now, what I forgot to mention is that Prophet EJ did have some fair words about Larry Reid and Prophet Lovy. Okay, so we're going to get into that as well. Good morning, Alex from the ATL. Hopefully you are warm. I don't know what the weather is like in ATL, but hopefully y'all warm around here. Okay. All right, so let's get into our first story. So we're gonna start with Ricky Smiley. Okay. Oh, let me tell y'all this. For those of you that live in uh DeSoto, Duncanville, and all of that kind of stuff, y'all be careful. They got some man out on the street slashing tires, with a couple of men slashing tires and doing that kind of stuff. If you don't get your tail to the house, it's cold. You got 25,000 layers of clothes on out here slashing people tires. Y'all be careful out here. Now, if they slashing people tires, if people actually see them, y'all can only imagine what would happen if people locked eyes on them. So please be careful out here. That is the Duncanville, DeSoto area of Dallas Fort Worth. All right, let's go. So Ricky Smiley, y'all, Ricky doggone Smiley. Okay, a lot of people are having really mixed feelings with this Ricky Smiley situation, because Ricky Smiley just announced that he found out on his 1 year anniversary of his son's passing. He found out that he had two twin girls. Okay. Well, people have been doing math, and they say the math ain't math, and then all of that kind of stuff, which is, in my opinion, extremely interesting when it comes to this situation. But um Ricky saying that he did not know about the twin girls in the beginning. Well, the used to be baby daddy, or the one, I guess, that thought was the daddy at first, he's come out and he's talked about the situation. He said that the baby mama tried to manipulate him, tried to make it seem like he wasn't no good, after he stopped taking care of those girls after finding out what happened. But then and we talked about this briefly a little bit yesterday, but then the twins mama come out and says this. She says, to be rightfully honest, my twins biological dad was the first person informed that I was pregnant. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I think Miss Neal is playing with words. I definitely think she's playing word games. I feel like she's playing games, basically. She's playing games. Okay. So she said that he was the first one to inform. So if you informed him that you was pregnant with twins, that doesn't mean that you necessarily told him that he was the father of those twins, or said pregnancy. Now, from my understanding, Miss Neal has an older daughter, and Ricky was calling her his daughter, but we know that that's not Ricky's daughter. Okay. So then she goes on to say that this is where she's manipulating the used to be daddy. Okay. She says no one had the joy of raising them as their dad, or yeah, as their dad. That was all me for those 4 years. So again, she's telling us that that man ain't done nothing for those girls, and I feel like again you are manipulating that man and making him look bad. I feel bad for that man. And he said, I tried to stay quiet. She said, I tried to stay quiet, but don't speak on the situation unless you know the truth or you have both sides. Well, Miss Neal, I don't know who you think you're talking to, because you put this in the comment section over there on the shade room. So let me get you together real quick, Miss Neal. First of all, don't come at us telling us don't be quiet and don't speak on the situation. Because girl, if you just come out and tell what the tea is and tell what the situation is, then we won't have to speculate. We won't have to put timelines and stuff together and try to figure this thing out. Now, one thing we have known is that Ricky Smiley takes care of his children. We know that he takes care of children that are not his either. So for that, I feel like she's playing word games with this. I feel like you are a master manipulator, is what you sound like when it comes to you. And so with that being said, sis, let's save it. Save it. Ricky, I just hope that if I just hope you and that first guy, hopefully y'all can sit down and have a conversation. Hopefully y'all can talk that thing out. So that it is no horrible blood between the two of you, because I feel like those girls are young and we ain't trying to confuse the twins, okay? So Ricky, please fix that. And a lot of people feel like Ricky ain't telling the truth. People feel like Ricky knew from day one. Okay. So, that's that about Ricky Smiley. I did do a standalone video over on my page if you guys are interested in watching that. And then I also posted that same screenshot to my community wall if you need it. All right. Hey, Bama girl. Hey, Miss Janetta. Hopefully you all both are warm. Okay. And out of the way of this winter storm. Okay. All right. So let's get into Prophet EJ. All right. All right, so yesterday, um, there was a video posted by Larry Reid. Shout out to Larry Reid. There was a video posted by Larry Reid where EJ, who is in the middle of this thumbnail next to Carlos, he got arrested in mid-service. Okay, he was in mid-service and he got arrested. Okay, well, it sounds like he got arrested. It looks like there are some um I'll just say it like this. Pretty much, it sounds like EJ had the children and was supposed to give the children back to the mom, and he did not do so. And so he got arrested allegedly for that situation. Okay. Of course, Larry Reid was the first to post about this, and so EJ decided to then lash out at Larry Reid. Now, let me just tell you something. So there is a connection between EJ and Prophet Lovy. All right, and the connection is that they no longer cool. They were cool. They had a great relationship, but they are no longer cool. And EJ decided to tell Larry that he he should, he shouldn't be speaking on the situation, because he called Larry gay, and he said that Larry and Prophet Lovy allegedly were messing around with each other and all that kind of stuff like that, and they not real brothers and all of that kind of stuff. And he was just going off. He was unhappy, right? Couple things here. EJ, Prophet EJ, I think you knew that them people was coming for you. I do. I think you knew that them people was coming for you, because I would assume in my mind that they have made multiple attempts to reach out to you, and either you ignored those or you just didn't, you know what I'm saying? So they came to the church where they knew you was going to be. Good morning, G Squad. Good morning, Yvette Bell. Good. You working from home, Bama girl. Good, good, good. I gotta feel like you knew them people was coming. Okay, especially if you didn't get a lady to cheer him back. So it sounds like they have some type of custody agreement schedule, and it was not followed in the proper way. Okay, so they did arrest him yesterday in church. Okay, they did arrest him in church. So that was very interesting. Okay, so There were people who were recording. There are different recordings from different angles. I don't actually have them with me right now because I told you I was at work and this is my break time. But there are actual videos. You can definitely go to Larry Reid's page on Instagram. You can see it there. You can also go to the official Thais report, and you are able to see it there as well. It's in several places, and I'm pretty sure if you just type in on YouTube Prophet EJ, you'll see that video pop up. Okay. Now, I'm not, here and finna be excited about a man going to jail and all of that kind of stuff. I hope that they are able to work that thing out, him and his wife, because, you know, custody and divorces and all of that kind of stuff, they can get very ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I do wish him the best in that situation. Now, let's get to Prophet Lovy. Okay, let's get to Prophet Lovy and Gigi. Now, some of y'all may disagree with me. The Prophet Lovy and the Gigi situation has been going on for about a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks now, maybe. Okay, so Prophet Lovy at the time was a single man doing single man things. Okay, but he was a man of God and he was a prophet, or is a man of God and a prophet. Well, Gigi is a beautiful young lady who um she's a beautiful young lady. Okay. Well, Gigi sat and got a prophecy and received a prophecy. Allegedly, the word on the street is that Prophet EJ introduced Gigi to Prophet Lovy. Okay. Now Gigi got a story of a typical woman around there in the church. Not saying that it's right. That's why we're talking about it. But I'm gonna get into how I feel about Gigi. So Gigi one day was on this man's live and received a prophecy from this man. Okay. And she said he was right on and it was correct and all of this kind of stuff. Well, child, Prophet Lovy and Gigi got connected. All right. They started texting and messaging each other on the WhatsApp. And she's doing this expose series on her YouTube channel where she is exposing him for all of the things. But this also makes me look at you a different type of way, Gigi, because you accepted all that money. You got all of the things. Now, here's the kicker part. Y'all, Prophet Lovy is married. He's married now. At the time when they first started doing whatever they were doing, Prophet Lovy was not married. Okay? He is married now. And he's been married since February of 2023. But it was 23 or 24. Somebody that know, let me know. I think it was 24 last year. Maybe the year before. I can't remember. But the man is married, right? The interesting thing is she goes on this thing where she posts all the receipts. She's posting text messages. She's posting uh 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 what is it called on the iPhone when you pay somebody? Apple Pay. She's showing all the Apple Pay, y'all. It's Apple Pays on there for $4,000, for $1,000, for $2,900, for $3,000, for another $1,000, another $500, another $600, another $1,000, another $5,000, another. Basically, he was sending her money. Okay. Now, at the time, she did not live in LA, where Prophet Lovy now resides, is in LA, right? Prophet Lovy is in LA. She moved to LA from, I believe, I can't remember. Is it Cincinnati? Indiana. Somewhere up in there, right? She moved from up there down to LA. Okay. Now, he was supposed to be having her start a salon and all of this kind of stuff. And Gigi, I'm just gonna say it like this. Gigi, unfortunately, you sound like the typical woman who just unfortunately did not get chosen. I hate to be that harsh, but that's unfortunately what it's like. It's the fact that you were not chosen. And now, here's what you have to remember now that you've come out and exposed this man. Now your face is everywhere. People know who you are. And folks, especially prophets, men of God, maybe, I'm not saying that's your type of that's what you want, but they're not going to trust you no more. Because I'm telling y'all, it was a lots of money. lots of monties that she showed that he had given her. And you exactly right. Hey, Miss Felicia. Hey, Patricia. Hey, everybody. You're exactly right, Miss Yvette Bell. He's never gonna see that money. She's never gonna see that money again. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, Prophet Lovy is over there doing the I don't give a I don't care. I don't care. It's supposed to be an alleged stripper come out and try to expose this man and all of this kind of stuff. My thing is this. For people like Prophet Lovy, folks are not going to stop. You may have a handful of people who may pull out of the ministry, but for the most part, people know they come on. Come on, them folk ain't going nowhere. So you really think you coming out here and exposed and she talking about I had to pray before I did it and all of that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, but sis, again, you got a typical story of someone who just liked somebody like that and they showed them the attention, gave them the money, moved them, did all of that kind of stuff. Now, here's the kicker part. Gigi said that they had one little sexual act, but it wasn't sex, right? It wasn't pound town sex or nothing like that. It was just a situation that they had did, right? Now, I'm gonna go on and tell y'all, I ain't finna hold you. I ain't finna hold you. Somebody say, Chef, tell us. Somebody say, Chef, just say it. Somebody just said it in the chat. Somebody say, Chef, just say it. Uh, she closed that again. She did. Hey, ham sandwich, what's going on? Somebody say, Chef, just say it. Now, I just want to know y'all listening to me. Somebody just say, Chef, just say it in the chat. Somebody say that. And good morning to everybody. Y'all double tap the screen to hit that like button. Double tap the screen to hit that like button. Somebody in the chat say, Chef, just say it. Cause Gigi, um, Carla says, Chef, just say it. Gigi, I think I understand. Cause if the peen was that good around there, cause the man look like he got a nice strong peen. So I understand. I understand that the Peter Whacker was good. And you don't know how to brace, you don't know how to let yourself go from a Peter Whacker. But it's some other good Peter Whackers out there. It's some other good dick out there, you know. Uh, but I'm also say this, Gigi, I don't believe that you just went around there and y'all just did one sexual act. Cause ain't nobody coming out to no internet, really blasting their business and stuff like that without the I'm sorry. Allegedly, and in my opinion, I don't think it was no one time. She said it was one time, y'all, and she said it was a sexual act. I don't believe it. Look at that man. That man is not an ugly man, and he looks like he is blessed. Everybody know he got coins. And another thing, Miss Mamas, Miss Gigi, you were so giddy during that prophecy. You were so excited and whimsical about that prophecy. You gotta be careful, girl. You gotta be careful. And you should know that. You should know that at this point, you have to be careful. So I'm not saying that there are men out here that are in that are men of God that are out here doing things that they have no business in doing, because we know that there are. But me in this situation, Gigi, I don't know what's your end game. What's your end game? Exposing all of the money and stuff that you received. Sis, what's your end game? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Because you don't have to come out here and repent to the public, because the public didn't know nothing about the relationship. So there's no reason for you to come out to the public and repent to the public. Your repentance should have been amongst you and God. But I feel like upon your repentance, you feel like now you need to expose this. And I don't feel like, I just want to know what's your end game, sis. Okay. And so if you guys are interested, she has a few parts over there on her YouTube channel. She's supposed to be doing a third part over on her YouTube channel. Um, Child, again, I don't know what her end game is. I really don't. I don't understand it. And also, too, it's like be quiet because now you sure nobody is ever going to really, you know, pour into you like that again because of the fact of the matter. You're messing with someone who is well known in the industry. I mean, it was well known, who's a very well known prophet. So listen. Anyway, Gigi, I don't think she got no end game either. But hey, I want to be fair, and I at least want to ask what the end game is. Hey, Bliss, what's going on? What's going on? So I don't know, but look at Prophet Lovy. I understand, girl. I get it. It look long and girthy, child. So I get it, but then again, I don't. All right. So that's that about Prophet Lovy and Prophet EJ. Again, if you would like to see the video regarding Prophet EJ getting arrested yesterday in service, it was posted by Dr. Larry Reid on his Instagram page. And if you want to see it on YouTube, check out the official Thais report. Okay. All right. Let's move on, honey. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be coming out here exposing that stuff. I would. Now that's just something I would never do. Not to someone like that. Not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Now, I also want to make reference to this because it ain't like she underage. It ain't like none of them other things just happening. It's just a woman, a single woman, and a single man over here doing what they're doing. So let's set that. Make that clear too as well. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody coming in. I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are warm. I do know that there are a lot of people who have gotten a lot of snow and you are snowed in, and I am just praying for the best for you all. All right, so listen. Liminell Plummer of the Zeus Network, CEO of the Zeus Network, y'all, they got another new show over there on the Zeus Network. Now, this still ain't gonna make me go over there and get no Zeus. I'm just going to tell y'all that. But Zeus now has a new show that they are talking about, teeth. It's with the dentist, Dr. Trev. Uh, Dr. Trev is his name, okay? And they have a show over there on Zeus Network, and it's a very positive show. I ain't seen no fighting and stuff like that, at least not yet. It don't look like they got no fighting. It looks very interesting. You know, uh, hey, and if you can create a show based off of that, I think that's dope. I think that Lemonade, I believe he could have a lot more positive shows over there. You know what I'm saying? He could have a lot more positive shows over there. I don't know what the ratings are doing like that because not like we can see ratings or anything, but I believe it's a positive show. Like I said, I ain't seen nobody get their teeth and stuff like that over there. So, they must be doing some good things over there on their show. So, shout out to Zeus with the positive show over there on their in their thing. All right, shout out to them. Okay, yeah, shout out to Lemonade Plumber. Okay. All right, Morris Chestnut. Shout out to Morris Chestnut. Shout out to Jay Bolin. Jay Bolin had that man looking so good last night at the Golden Globes with that red suit on. That man is just he just ages backwards. He just oh anyway. There's a new show I believe is coming to CBS and Paramount Plus, and it is called The Watson. Okay, and it is set to premiere on January the 26th after the AFC Championship. And so they have dropped the first poster for it, and Morris, he just looked good. He just got on, a suit, no tie, and he got that's y'all don't know how to say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what the doctor got the stethoscope, however you see it, he got that around his neck. So this is supposed to be a new crime drama series starring Morris Chestnut in a modern it's supposed to be modern, all right? And the Sherlock Holmes iconic uh companion, Dr. Watson Chestnut, brings the sharp-minded detective to life in a uh contemporary setting. I think I'll be interested in just checking out and see what it gives. Shout out to Morris Chestnut for getting out here, and he's gonna always be working. Okay. Y'all, Portia Williams is in the news again, child. Portia Williams is in the news again, and they really ain't got nothing to do with Simon. But it got everything to do with the fact that they're saying that Portia sparks dating rumors with wealthy Nigerian amid ongoing divorce from Simon Gubadia. Now, I got this from the Jasmine brand. So it says here, it says, word on the street is that Portia Williams is moving on from her estranged husband, Simon Gubadia, with another wealthy Nigerian man named Fork. I guess that's how you say his name. A video recently surfaced online showing Portia seemingly enjoying a night out with him and appears to give her a sweet kiss on the cheek, causing her to blush. The footage comes as the Real Housewives of Atlanta star continues her divorce proceedings from Simon Gubadia, whom she separated from in February of last year after just 1 year of marriage. Child. That's very interesting, don't y'all think? Y'all think that's interesting? Portia. Well, Portia, Portia, get your divorce from Simon first. I know it's hectic and stuff like that, and it might be a long time and stuff like that, but get your divorce first, sis. Congratulations to Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington was awarded by President Biden the Medal of Freedom. Okay, he was awarded the Medal of Freedom. So this past Thursday, January the 2nd, the two-time Oscar winner was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Joe Biden in a ceremony celebrating his outstanding contributions to cinema and social justice. Goes on to say that Washington, known for his iconic films like Training Day, Glory, and others, was recognized for both his acting achievements and his advocacy on issues of race, equality, and empowerment. President Biden praised Washington for his inspiring millions and for his dedication to education and community service. In his acceptance speech, Washington expressed his gratitude, emphasizing the importance of using one's platform for positive change. The Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor, was awarded to Washington for his significant impact on both the entertainment industry and American society. This recognition is a sentiment of Washington's legacy as not only one of the finest actors of his generation, but also as a committed philanthropist and activists for social change. Congratulations to Denzel Washington on that. Good morning, IPV. Congratulations to Denzel Washington on receiving uh, that medal. Okay. Okay. I don't know who that is. All right. I just want to say this. Shout out to all of the activists. Shout out to the activists and celebrities and everybody who's been down to New Orleans and have walked Bourbon Street after the attack, because unfortunately, um, that was a big deal, y'all. That was a big deal. And I salute those who have made huge impacts, especially those are from um who are from New Orleans. Those who were visiting. I mean, it was during the holiday time, so there was a lot of people that were visiting and stuff like that. So it had a major impact, and so I want to continue to keep praying for those people because it is it is very important that those 36 people who were also injured, that they have a speedy recovery as well. So I really, really pray for everyone involved in that accident. And truth be told, I feel like when you go through unaliving people like this, those are the people who deserve these death sentences instead of y'all unaliving the young man who they did not have any evidence on keeping that man in prison, and y'all decided to give that man the y'all unalive that man. Y'all unalive that man. Y'all, that is never gonna set right with me. Y'all went over there and unalived that man, but you got people like this clown right here who went around there, drove through all of them people knowing exactly what you was doing. Yeah, I'm starting to get pissed because it just ain't. It just ain't right. Y'all remember the young man that we talked about over here? Give me just a second. I'm going to grab his name real quick. Um, y'all know I ain't good with names, child. Let me see here. I said that was probably about 3-4 months ago. Mr. Marcellus. Y'all remember Mr. Marcellus, right? Mr. Marcellus Williams, where we had petitions. People was even going to the governor's office. They were standing in line at the governor's office to try to get him not to be unalived, and they unalived him anyway. It just hurts my heart, right? Because again, you have innocent people who were involved in this, and it's crazy. Prayers to New York because there was also a shooting in New York. Prayers out to everybody. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. Check your surroundings. Try your best to if you visit anywhere that you've never been, make sure you do research on that place. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into when you do go. Okay? All right. I wonder if this the show that Mel will be in. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I would think she would let us know, considering that it's premiering on the 26th, right? You would kind of tell us, y'all think? But we're definitely gonna be there. I'm definitely gonna watch it and give it a try. Give it a try. Give it a try. Okay, so we talked about Ricky Smiley. We talked about Prophet Lovy. We've talked about Prophet EJ. So let's get over here. We got a couple of other things to talk about, and then we are going to talk about Aikiesha and why I feel like Aikiesha was set up from the beginning of this season. Um, Massive winter storms and ice storms are headed across the U.S., especially the East Coast, and uh, um, um, up north as well. So I want to send out prayers for you all as well. Hopefully, you all have everything that you need. It says that it is set to impact over I think it's said to impact over 8 million people. Okay, and the winter storm is to cover 1,300 miles of the U.S. So it says the storm started Saturday. It developed in the plains and moved east, affecting the Mississippi Valley, the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Southeast, and the East Coast by Sunday and Monday, which is today. And a lot of you guys have said that you have gotten a lot of snow. So again, praying for you guys as well. Praying for you all, praying for you all. Please stay safe. Now they're saying that it's right now it's just cold here. It's freezing here. Okay, it is freezing here. Okay, uh, y'all can have this Dallas weather, 25 degrees. Okay, and our high, it ain't. Listen, y'all can have it. I don't like it. Okay, but they're saying that we on Friday we could possibly get 70% of snow, and they're saying on Thursday it's supposed to rain. So that tells me that Thursday and Friday is probably going to be more icy than anything. Considering that those chills and the weather at night is going to probably freeze that rain over. So again, y'all, please be careful out there. If you do not have to leave your house for any reason, please do not. And tell them people to let y'all work from home, honey. Okay, tell them people to let y'all work from home. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Yes, here is gonna be more ice than anything. It's not, I know we ain't gonna really get no snow and stuff like that. That just ain't gonna happen. Okay, so um, the people are saying that Shannon Sharp is alleging that he's gonna have another interview with Cat Williams. Now, what I heard didn't sound. I mean, I don't know. It could be possibly true. It could be possibly true. I happen to go back and look at Shannon Sharp's previous interview with Cat Williams, do y'all know that I would have just liked to have seen their check when it came through? You know, I don't be trying to check for nobody else's coins like that, but I would have liked to have seen that check. That video, that interview has 87 million views. 87 million views. And I think right now where we're at, especially with the Diddy situation, especially with the TD Jake situation, with all those situations, to me, he would definitely be reaching hundreds of millions with a second interview. I'm not mad. If that's what's going to happen, give it to us. But don't come out here and be talking about and it ain't gonna happen and stuff. I need it to happen. Okay, y'all, hold on one second. Give me 2 seconds. I'm about to go mute for just a second. I gotta answer this work thing. Hold on. All right. Bet. Okay, so um IPV said Shannon been living off that interview this whole year, baby. That gave him life. It did. It did. That really boosted him. It boosted him. So I'm just curious to see what's gonna come out of 2025. We know last week I think he interviewed that one guy. What's his name? Castanet, whatever his name is. He interviewed him last, so I'm interested in seeing who he gonna bring on this week. I cannot wait. Okay. Hello, Alice. Hello. All right, so I'm going to talk about Love and Mary Townsville when I get off work today, because I have to finish watching the episode. So I'll talk about that when I get off work today. But let's move over here to Aikiesha and why I feel like Aikiesha was set up from the get go. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen and hit that like button or hit the three white dots up at the top right hand corner. Also, if you would like to bless the platform, you know how to do so. Cash App, $ Chef Down 2 or via Venmo. All right, so getting into this piece. I was actually supposed to do a separate video like last week of how I perceived that they were set up. Okay. And when I say they, I'm talking about the clones. Um, Going back and listening to the podcast episode, because y'all know that Willie has a podcast with JJ, but JJ wasn't on this particular episode. It was Aikiesha and Willie. And I don't recall watching the whole thing. JJ may have been there. I'm not sure, but I know at that particular time it was just Aikiesha and Willie. And this is when Aikiesha was bringing up the the opening credits from where she was doing the little twerk, right? And it was the way in which, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else about So Gucci in just a minute, but it was the way in which Willie was talking to her about that. I think that they knew. I think they knew that it was it for them in a sense of they're gonna continue to keep coming for us, right? That we're gonna continue to keep being the target. Because when she was talking about that, she specifically said they had time to go edit that and edit it out. And we knew that. We knew they had time to edit it out since she had seen it. And a lot of people were wondering why was it not brought up at the reunion? Well, y'all, remember the reunion was filmed prior to them filming the opening credits and prior to them actually seeing what the opening credits were going to be. In my opinion, I feel like Aikiesha was set up to either leave the show, not saying that her choice was based off of this. I'm just saying I felt like either they were going to continuously try to ice her out or she was going to be leaving the show. But I'm going to tell y'all, I think Aikiesha came in this season being done. Just my thoughts. I feel like she came in this season being done because if y'all remember correctly, when Aikiesha and Nell Fletcher had their messy Monday nights with Carlos, remember when Aikiesha was talking about Selena coming on, that they didn't know that Selena was going to be a Belle. And remember how she just kind of let Carlos have that? when she said, "Oh, well, we didn't know Selena was going to be a Belle." And remember, I called you after the altercation happened, and I asked you, what was going to go on. And he said at that moment that Selena shouldn't have been on set because she wasn't a Belle. I truly believe that Carlos told them that she wasn't going to be a Belle. I truly believe that. Just like I would find it. Now, this is just me thinking, right? When it comes to, and I'm gonna clear up something when it comes to Sunny too, because I keep hearing this going around and I want to clear it up because you can go watch it for yourself. But y'all remember, Nell said that Aikiesha said that she wanted to be done with it at that point when that altercation happened between Soguchi and Selena. And I believe that Aikiesha may have just was like, okay, let's just finish out, figure out what this is gonna be. But I believe in my heart of hearts and in my mind that that was a setup from the beginning. I do. I believe that those two were set up from the beginning. And when I say the beginning, I'm talking about this, definitely this season. Definitely this season. Go back and watch that. Go back and watch that interview as well. Now, why? Oh, Big Boss Rich, that was about to be my next thing. Do y'all realize, and maybe I missed it, but did that conversation come up at the reunion? Maybe I missed it. For those of you that watched the Bell Collective reunion, did it come up about the inbox thing? Because that was another thing that Aikiesha was talking about on the podcast with Willie. Did it come up at the reunion in a conversation that should have been had? Because I don't recall it. And we supposed to think that Letitia is not the problem. Now, one time did they have a conversation and they talked about, and remember, I told y'all, I said, for some reason, they glossed over this. Okay, when Aikiesha said it in the scene first, when she said, I heard from Latrice that Letitia and Glendale was trying to set Willie up for somebody to go in the DMs and try to set him up, right? But then when Latrice and Letitia go have a sit down, that never comes up. And that's what I said. If I was Letitia and it came from Latrice and Latrice is my friend, I'm going to ask Latrice, why did you say that if it wasn't true? Why did you feel the need? So you notice they didn't have that conversation no more throughout the season. When it was something in the beginning of the season, because Aikiesha literally brought it up at the table with everybody. Y'all didn't talk about that. This is why I feel like Aikiesha was set up from the beginning. I'm sorry. It's just my thoughts. Am I all the way of I'm not a fan of Aikiesha like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like how Aikiesha did last year's reunion. She seemed to have been a follower to me or a flip-flop. She was flip-flopping a little bit to me too much. So for me, again, ain't out here just riding for Aikiesha like that, but the writing is literally on the wall, child. The writing is literally on the wall. We seen what them people did. Them people did not want Aikiesha and Willie to be around. And for people to keep saying, oh, well, they do think they better than everybody, or they think they better than this, or they think they better than that, or they this, they that. Listen, I didn't necessarily get that from them. I didn't. I just got stern people who Willie has been in the NFL, all that kind of stuff. Like, I didn't get that from them, right? I didn't get that from them. Now, when Aikiesha first came on, I didn't get it from Willie. I would say I didn't get it from Willie because I feel like the men, they've been throwing slugs at each other. But when it comes to Aikiesha, Aikiesha had the opportunity, in my opinion, when she first came in here. How did she flip flop, Chef? Because so what I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about this reunion, I'm talking about last reunion, she did flip because a lot of stuff that she flipped on Latrice about, we ain't know nothing about. So that brings my next point. And I've said this a many of times, and this goes for reality TV, period. I get so sick of these stars wanting to have these conversations of stuff that happens off camera, and then you're mad at the fans because the fans don't know what y'all talking about. The fans don't understand or know why you have done what you've done. So, in my opinion, last year's reunion, Aikiesha did flip. She did. And I've been saying that because she had all this energy for Latrice. They didn't have that energy throughout the season. So when she comes out on a reunion and now you talk about this girl, where did that come from? Then again, when she explained it, she's talking about some stuff was brought to her off camera at the reunion and this and that. That means nothing to us. It means absolutely nothing to us because we don't even know what's going on. And I've said this about reality TV in general. When these girls have these off-camera conversations or these off-camera things that happen, and then you try to bring them on the camera, but in the original setting, cameras were not there. I don't agree with that. I don't like that. And that goes for reality TV across the board. You bring these off-camera conversations for what? We don't know what you're talking about. And then y'all mad at the fans when the fans call y'all out about it. Y'all get mad at the fans and then want to clap back at the fans. But girl, we don't know what's happening. What are you talking about? So that's just how I feel. I feel like she really came in hard on Latrice at that time when her and Latrice did not have any issues from what we could see. So that's why I said she was a flip-flopper, because that's what they gave me. Hey, Miss Eva, good morning. Aikiesha and Willie aren't up for these reality TV games. The Bull, Swiss, Latrice, and Letitia were on. The Colognes don't have time for nor so they want their reputation played with. I agree. It came from social media stuff Latrice was doing last season, but I do agree. Yeah, but my thing again, yeah, stop with this off camera stuff, because again, we don't know what you're talking about. And to us, even with the Latrice on social media, of course, granted, I've seen some stuff happening on Twitter, but again, to us, to the viewers, it looked like, where did this come from? Because it looked like, oh, you going at her, but we don't know what you going at her for. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing when it came to Aikiesha. I didn't like that. Aikiesha has always been solid. The show definitely left a lot of ish off camera. Unfortunately, if you don't follow her, if you didn't follow her, you believe the narrative the show painted, not Aikiesha's fault. I, I'm gonna let you have your opinion on that, but we really can only go based off of what we see on the show, right? Those are our perspectives about a lot of people, regardless of if you follow them or not. The perspective that you have of that person is based off of the character that they show on the show, right? So essentially, I don't really need to follow Aikiesha to know that people feel that she's been solid. There are moments on the show where I feel like she was not solid, right? I don't think that has anything to do with me following her or knowing how she is. And me honestly, I don't believe that I don't necessarily feel that way, because I feel like I don't know none of these folks that's on TV, right? So whatever I feel about them is based off of what they've showed on television. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do follow them on social media, that don't mean nothing. Do it. I don't really think that means much. You know what I'm saying? So, but I understand what you're saying. And again, I let y'all have y'all opinion. You delivered it with respect, honey. Good morning, Moose Nuts. What it do? What's up, Braylon? What it do? What it do? What it do? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, girl, what's the tea? But those are my opinions on that situation, right? Also, I told y'all, I don't be here for the icing out. I don't be here. I was not here. And I honestly feel like Leticia your platform should be stripped from you, since you feel like other people's platforms, or you feel like a platform should be stripped from other people. For what reason? You have done some gutter snipe nasty stuff, Letitia. You sat with Marie and y'all sat over there with that man, and y'all glossed over that. Y'all really glossed over that. I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. Y'all glossed over it. But girl, you ain't no good. You just ain't. I don't. I can't rock with her. I cannot rock with that girl. She's a mean girl, and for you to get on national TV and literally sit up and say, "Oh, Aikiesha should be off of this platform," that's another reason why you should be off of this platform. You should be off of this platform, girl. You should have been gone if that's the case. That is crazy. She can't control what the show puts out, which is why they decided to leave. Just like Mel, the people that only watch the show think she's a mess. The show is purposely damaging their character. Yeah, I agree. The Colognes don't be on the BS that the Pearsons and Rogers be on. They have a lot to lose being on this show. And I agree with all that. I believe some were intimidated on how they handle business as a couple, like being a united front for the cameras, as opposed to those things we've seen from other couples. And I can agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with what y'all saying. Latrice stayed over on Twitter liking the nasty tweets about Aikiesha and Gucci. I had to comment on some of them last year because let Latrice tell it last season, Gucci and Aikiesha were jealous of her. Now, I do remember seeing, I think I remember seeing a lot of nastiness coming the night that the first night that the reunion aired. I did see them going back and forth, and Aikiesha and Latrice was actually tagging each other on the post on Twitter. So I do remember that. I do remember that. But again, that was something that did not happen necessarily during the season, where I get it. And I'm not saying you can't feel no way about Latrice, but girl, it did seem like a flip. Okay, so let me just use Destination Sunrise as point. If folks wasn't on Twitter, what is Aikiesha talking about? See what I'm saying? So I guess in every moment, in every token, you can say if somebody wasn't there, they really don't know. So Letitia tried to lead folks to believe that phone pinged to Aikiesha's home was it pinged to the vicinity down the street. Okay, so talking about that phone. At first, when Aikiesha told the story, Aikiesha told the story on Millie Chan's live weeks ago. I think it's been about 4 weeks now, right? And she specifically said that her niece got the production gave her niece the phone. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about this phone situation. The type of person that I am, I wouldn't have threw the phone out the window. If you bad, bitch, pull up and come get the phone. That's how I felt about it, right? Period, point blank. But to say that the phone was thrown out near the vicinity of Aikiesha's home, and it was either at the next door neighbor's house or down the way. So, listen, and listen to me real good. Listen to me real good. That 3-week timeline is losing me. I'm gonna just keep it above. That 3-week timeline got me. Because in the 3 weeks, and Latrice said that her nephew passed away a week later. But the same night that this situation happened, wow, was y'all not looking for the phone that night? I'm just wondering. Maybe it wasn't his normal phone. Maybe he got 2 phones. But I'm trying to figure out. I would never do it either. Pacino was, but I I understand that in that moment, everybody was having all these, amped up feelings about what was going on. So I kind of get it. But then at the same token, I'm wondering, timeline wise, was the phone thrown out that night? Because to me, I don't know, something about that timeline don't seem right. And I hate to be that type of person, but something about that timeline just don't seem right. Because 3 weeks later, and you just pinged the phone and found out that it was near Aikiesha's home. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know. I keep trying to piece this thing together, trying to figure it out. And I'm not saying either of them are lying. I'm not saying either of them. I won't guess. I don't know. But based off of a 3 week timeline, something doesn't seem right. Did y'all not look for the phone that night? And even if you didn't look for it that night, you didn't wait till the next day to see if you could see it. Because if somebody threw it out the window, threw it or whatever, you might have to wait till daytime to see the actual phone, right? But it just don't seem like, I don't know. Something about that story is just a little. And again, I don't know who it's coming from, but it just don't seem. I don't know. Some up with that. I agree, Chef. I would not have thrown the phone out either. But Latrice trying to put 20 on 10 for real about this phone. She just want to find smoke with Aikiesha. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that phone and that timeline and stuff like that. And again, like I said, I wouldn't have threw the phone out the window. If I'm about it like that, I'm going to tell you to come pick the phone up so I can see you again, right? Or if you was scared or you didn't want nothing to pop off, go round there and I don't know. It just seems weird. Aikiesha was my fave, but just like everybody on reality TV, she had her good and bad moments. Oh yeah, I agree. All of them do. All of them do. I agree with that. I agree with that. Hey, Miss Dorothy. Stephanie say lies, honey. Oh Jesus. Y'all say lies? Now I know this thing is lying about my likes because a while ago it said I had 84, 80 something likes. Now it's saying I got 69. Girl, don't play with me. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Let me. How my like say 69 a while ago? It said something about like 84. Y'all, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. I don't know what that's about. YouTube is playing though. And let me tell y'all, YouTube is on that unsubscribing people. Girl, I realized yesterday, and I'ma shout them out. Cause this how I know YouTube is doing it. The official Thais report, always there. Yesterday, I'm looking, and the thing says to subscribe. Okay, so YouTube is absolutely unsubscribing people. Again, okay. Not only that, it's also said that I had unsubscribed from Storm Monroe. Have no reason to like Storm Monroe down. So, y'all make sure y'all check y'all subscriptions because YouTube is definitely taking them away. I have noticed that. Okay, let's see. Tambra outed Aikiesha for her remarks about the looks of the ladies. True. The saga of the phone is getting as old as Ariane's braces. Dang. The fact that that they pinged it and it wasn't at her home proves Aikiesha wasn't lying that they threw it out. It pinged in the bushes. If I was mad enough, I would have thrown it out too. I understand the angry part, but I'm just saying if your adrenaline is that high and you about it, I'm going to tell you to come pick up the phone. Period. Cause where I'm from, that's just how we would have handled that. Come pick up this phone. You want to come pick it up? Cause somebody shouldn't have gave it to me no way. Come pick it up. I mean, I'm just saying. Chef, did you see the commercial for Reality with the King and Uncle Fester will be a guest? Girl, Yeah, that is gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be ignorant and hilarious at the same time. Oh yeah. Yeah, or you could have called the police. I agree with that. Or you could have called the police. If you want about it like that, you could have called the police. Yeah. Where is this preview at though? I ain't see the preview. Okay, I got about 15 minutes. I gotta get back to work. Okay. Jesus. What a preview at? It's on Carlos' page. No, I don't see it on him. Oh yeah, I don't see it on him. Where is it at? Where is the preview at? Child, I said that's Wanda. Show enough Wanda is gonna be on the show with Carlos. Hey, Charnel, did I say that right? Yes, I was going to mention this YouTube issue. I'm not getting notifications from your channel at all. That's why I'm always late to service. Yeah, I don't like that because you gotta be on time for service. No, I have no clue what's going on with YouTube, but they are up to some bullcrap. Because I was like, I don't got no reason to unsubscribe from them two. I love me some Stormer Roll down, and so do I love Thais down. So I don't know what that was about. Um, but listen, y'all, those are my feelings on Aikiesha and the rest of everybody else. Okay, uh, because it's just I just that's just how I feel. Now we know that So Gucci. Let me tell y'all another detail of how I knew So Gucci was leaving. When So Gucci said in her interview with Millie Chum, she said that JJ told her that now you know how Carlos feels. I knew they was done. I knew they was done. In response to that, Gucci was saying that JJ was like, well, now you know how to move forward. Now you know how he feels. I think they was done then. Don't care for So Gucci like that, but I do think they was done then. I don't watch CK or Uncle Wonder. Hey, Ada. Didn't she say the phone was still at the same location? She did say, well, you got to remember that the reunion was they take the reunion back in August, I think. Yeah, they take the reunion back in August. So at the time, I guess when it had happened, because this stuff happened in the summertime. Um, so back then, I guess she could still ping the phone. I don't think that phone got any chances of hope at this point. All the weather and stuff that done been through the city. I don't know if she gonna find that phone, but then I also get it, and I understand if it's memories and stuff in there. I get that piece too, but I don't know. I just felt like that could have been handled better. Yeah, and take the police around there if it's that deep, if it's that serious. Especially if that happened a week later, if he passed away a week later. That's my thing with Latrice. So if the nephew unfortunately passed a week later, y'all didn't start hounding Aikiesha about that phone until 3 weeks after that. So when she says she track everybody, I'm confused. Okay. But anyway, that's the end of the Bell Collective season, y'all. I'm quite sure that they will be starting the film soon for the new season, for season 6. I don't know if we get new Bells or if they just gonna keep the. I'm pretty sure he's gonna add somebody. I'm pretty sure he's gonna add a Bell or two. And I think Antoinette, she might come back as a friend of. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that because if she's sold her practice and is moving to Florida, I mean, she can make some guest appearances. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, that's our show for this morning. I wanted to talk to y'all about those things. I will be recapping Love Marriage Huntsville today. I'm not sure at what time. I have a full work day, but um, I will get that video out. It'll either be pre-recorded or live. I haven't made up my mind just yet. It depends on how the rest of this work day go. Hey, Miss Lori. Um, but I will definitely get that to you guys. If you guys have not, we did talk about brace face over there. You know, there's still recordings that are being put out all the time about it, and stuff like that, stuff that she over there talking and saying and all of that kind of stuff. Y'all, it's just, that girl is ridiculous. She lied. If she was tracking, she would have said something about the phone immediately. That's why I was wondering, Stephanie. So did you track it a week later? Did you track it to 3 weeks later? Like, when did you exactly track it? Because it would, y'all are saying that he tracked it that night. Well, he must have just been like, okay, well, so be it. So was it moving? Then I don't know. I don't know. It's all weird if you ask me. Okay. Anyway, y'all, please stay warm. Stay warm. Do not get out if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Stay warm. Prayers out to everyone in the path of the winter storm. Also, y'all, especially be careful out here. In case if y'all do not know, there is another virus that is going around, that started over in China. Jesus, I'm tired. But there is another virus going around, they say. So y'all just be careful, be careful, be careful. Take care of y'allself, because the flu and pneumonia is also going around as well. So just be careful out here. Take care of yourselves, take care of your body, take care of your children, take care of everybody. And y'all also be careful with the kids, because the kids going back to school and stuff like that. So be careful, okay? All right, y'all. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will be sure to talk to you all later. Peace.